false emotions, strong ties to the things that don't matter, and it felt like it was right. I know what's a waste of time, 'cause who really cares about me? I love to keep it uncertain.
What's up? I'm Aaron. I play the guitar and I'm the producer and the singer.
I'm Martin and I play guitar.
My name's Michael, I play bass.
My name's Melvin, I play rhythm guitar, occasionally lead.
My name's Gabe and I play the drums.
What made you guys start making music together as a band? How did you meet?
I'll say that we met, us three, and with Gabriel, we met back in, sixth grade? We all met like in middle school. We met Melvin.
At a honey show. It was like, we were both like just in the crowd, whatever. And we were waiting for them to come on. And I just looked over, because I like talking to people at shows. So I was like, hey, have you guys seen him live before? And then a few years later, like, here we are.
We went to a Wallow show in 2018. Martin had talked about like being in a band before. And he was like, oh, we should be in a band. We're like, no, no thanks. And yeah, we went to that Wallow show and something like, I don't know, something clicked and we're just like, fuck it, we're gonna do it. And we ended up doing it and we just took it really seriously, which is like shocking how serious we took it.
Where do you pull your musical inspiration from for your songs or your creative background?
I first started off with like Honey, the band Honey, Wallows, Hippocampus. Like those were our first ones that we saw, and we're like, oh, cool, we could be like them. But now it just kind of expanded, like there's a bunch of different bands and everything that we like to hear. There's, like punk pop, rock and everything. So we just kind of pull from different things to try to make our own sound. So that's why our songs could vary. Sometimes, we do like surf rock, and then we also do stuff like pop, so, it just changes, but I think that's what makes it fun is like, what kind of songs can we make but still sound like us?
You said you had some songs do like surf pop. Do you feel like your sound differentiates you from other bands in the area?
Oh.
Like what makes you different from other bands in the area or in LA?
I'll just say that because there's so many good bands, in our space and stuff. So they all have like their own thing. And for us, it's like all I can do, I think like I'll get insecure about like, God damn, these guys are so good. I cannot play these kinds of chords or I can't write this way. So I feel like the thing that sets us apart would be like my really deep voice one. That kind of it, because Bozo has that kind of voice, or like the lyrical content that we talk about, because we take it so seriously, like the lyrics.
Right.
So at least just try to be like impactful in that sense. But aside from that, I would say like we've created our own sound just because we do everything, we have the studio now, but everything's always been in like a bedroom and stuff. So we work with what we know how to do, and we're getting good, I would say, but we've been limited by that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's where our sound is, and that's what separates us. That's like super DIY, no producer, no nothing like that.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What inspires your lyrics? Like breakups, friends, sex, drugs, or all of the above?
All of the above. Nah, it's like breakups have been like something that inspired to say like It Was Fun was a situationship, or like rom-coms. It's just like kind of like an amalgamation of experiences and like just like making shit up just for the fun of it, just like saying what would be funny with the lyrics. So it's like a lot of like true like experiences that we've had with breakups, the sex, the bad sex for sure, and stuff that we've just made up.
What genre do you consider your music?
Diet rock.
I love that one.
Diet rock.
Diet rock is good. We say that because it's like our music's like a little bit too poppy to like be rock. Yeah.
I think of it like this, like our songs are very short, no empty calories.
There's no calories at all.
Exactly. So yeah, you see what,
It's diet. It's good. It's good. It's healthy. It's good
like,
for you.
It's quick,
Without the added sugars either. So
How did you come up with the name South Trees?
Just basically two of our favorite songs. South is from a Hippocampus song. Trees is from pulling leaves off of trees, which is a different song. Yeah, from
Wallows.
From Wallows. Yeah. So basically we just kind of came up with that name as kind of like a holder. We're like, okay, let's just figure out the band afterwards. But that name kind of just stuck.
What would you say is your biggest challenge as a band?
The biggest challenge I feel like has been getting over that hill of like really, really big things happening. I know people always say big things coming. It's kind of a meme, but it's felt like that for a while. We're like on the cusp of it, but there's always like a roadblock. Like for example, like TikTok for us was really good last year, like the algorithm. But this year the algorithm's like, nah, go fuck yourself. So and it's just like, oh, okay, well that's not taking off like either. So it's just like, I feel like there's always something there as like a roadblock, so that's been kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that, I mean, roadblocks, I think, they're going to happen and stuff, but it's like now we're getting really good at our writing. So like we're getting better at that. And now we're like, now that we've moved in here and, we have our jobs and stuff, it's like we're doing it, we're balancing it, but it's hard. And like, that's the new roadblock. But now, damn, we're so much better writers than we were back then. We have so much more like finesse, I guess, with what we're doing and stuff. But now we have like more work to do.
Yeah, I'd say time. Time's probably the most difficult thing. Like, how often are all 5 of us in here? It's not that often. We all have jobs. We all go to school or some sort of extracurricular activities on our own time, but we make it work.
Is there a specific audience you gear your music towards?
People who come to our shows are usually like younger individuals, and then they're also like really open-minded like people. Like you can tell like they're very accepting of everybody because they're super like welcoming to like everybody who comes to our shows. So usually the people we interact with are very open to like making friends and stuff like that. So I would say that's the type of people we usually see at our shows.
I feel like it's the coffee shop, Urban Outfitters, thrifting, A24, Claro, Wallows, whatever crowd. So I don't know if we target them, but that's definitely who likes our music.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I want to attract the 65-year-olds and up. I want like the older people to come out, rock out, dude. That's who I want in the shows. So, yeah, exactly, dude. Bring your grandparents. You know what I'm saying?
Bring your dad.
Yeah, because rock shows back in the day go fucking hard. So
You released your first single in 2019 called Party Girls, and you just released a single in June this year called When They Cry. What has changed throughout the years for you guys in your music from that point up until now?
Yeah, this food just said production. I have to agree. Yeah, we know what we're doing now, I would like to say. Production on that.
Experience.
Yeah, a lot of experience. And then the production on it, I mean, it's all right. I'm still learning, but like I listen back to it, I'm like, well, this could have been better, that could have been better. But it's all me who's like mixing and mastering. Aside from that, I feel like the writing and stuff like that and the catchiness and what we're talking about, it's like, it's gone a long way, basically. Yeah.
What's a misconception about your guys' music that people make, in your opinion?
I guess if you want to talk about indie rock in general, people are like, oh, what kind of band are you in? You're like, indie. And they're like, what's that? That's always the first thing. So a lot of people still don't know what indie rock is. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
if not, they're gonna say, "Oh, indie, like what? Tame Impala."
What do you want your listeners to take away from your music?
I would like for them to. I would like them to be like, "Oh, these bozos like have like this many listeners. They're like obviously a DIY indie band. Listen to them, and be like, God damn, these guys are like pushing like what I expected from them. You know."
To dumb it down, we want to be like, damn, these fools made this. Like that's it. That's it.
Yeah, want to like exceed people's expectations. Hopefully they get to experience the music in a way that like makes them feel like all the emotions we're trying to convey in the music,
I mean, this kind of happens like naturally. You can't really force it. But if someone was like, "Oh, that one South Tree song was like the soundtrack to my summer" or something, like that would be a really cool feeling if someone told us that.
What's the biggest or most important lesson you guys have learned throughout your music careers?
It doesn't matter how many people are there. You still have to appreciate the little people that are there at our shows. Because we've had some like rough shows where we're like, man, we're playing to this many, like 10, 15 people. And it kind of brings you a little down. But those 10, 15 people are there for you. So you kind of got to really give it your all. It's kind of hard to justify it. But when you see them vibing out, you're like, man, like they came here for me. It kind of brings you up. But I would say that you got to appreciate who's there for you, even if it's 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would say something like something about just like not getting jaded, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, not getting jaded with like
Don't get too big-headed.
yeah, no getting big headed for sure. We try to check ourselves on that all the time. And there's nothing to get big headed about anyway, right? But we'll see the numbers and we're like, damn, this is dope. And then they'll start to like maybe like go down or up a little bit and we're just like, God, we suck. But it's like we're at like right now like at 11,000 listeners right on Spotify. And back then 1,000 was just all we wanted. We just want 1,000, we want 1,000. Now we're at like 11 and it'll go down 100. We're like, damn, bro. So it's like super jaded. We're trying to like, we try to like, when we talk about it, we're like, hey, bro, stay like level headed here. Like we're still doing good. We still need to go at it like we don't have any listeners,
So what is in the works for you guys? Any big plans for the future of South Trees?
So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of music to release, and I think we want to focus on just releasing music. Like that's number one. It's just get people to like what we're doing. And we are playing a show in November,
Second.
November 2nd
Yeah.
at the Paramount with Earringers. Shout out Earringers and Mirror Figure. So we're doing that. I don't know when this will come out, but see you there. If it was after a man, that shit was dope, bro. Sad you couldn't be there.
Sold out, dude.
What a shame you weren't there, man.
One word to describe South Trees, go.
Fun.
Diet.
Yeah.
Vibe.
Independent.
How has music changed your life overall?
I think this is the only thing I can see myself doing in a long term. There's nothing else I could be doing. Like, I have to do music. So, completely changed my life, man.
I was gonna say, like, it is, you know, like, this is
Yeah.
all, like, I think about. I'm at work, I'm like, dude, I can't wait until 6 o'clock, you know, and I'm like, dude, like, and then after work, I'm like, all right, let's come here, or like, I'm like watching stuff, like bands, you know, like talking about themselves, and I'm thinking about, oh, how could we apply it, you know, here? So yeah, it's just now this is.
I feel like music is something that kind of brought all of us together. So we were saying earlier, we met in 6th grade, but where did we meet? In band class. My first day when I transferred to their school,
Yeah, the turtle backpack.
I did have a turtle backpack. I had a Ninja Turtle backpack. Remember that. But I sat right next to this guy. We played trumpet. Aaron was in the back playing percussion. And this guy played clarinet. So laugh at that.
I was just gonna say, I think it's such a beautiful art form, and I think listening to music, writing music, performing music, and just enjoying it with people is a feeling like no other, to be honest.
I think whenever I play with these guys, I think nobody in my family has done this. Nobody I know has done this on their own. Nobody's like, I don't know anybody that's been able to do this, like that has told me a story like this from like their own, bringing it from nothing. I joined a little bit later, but we were at nothing when I fucking started playing, you know? They gave me 14 songs. They're like 3 days, learn them. And then I was like, for sure, I got it. And then I just, the first day I played, I was like, man, this is sick. And I would have been cool with that, but we've been going at it pretty hard. That's all I gotta say. It makes me feel good to know that like nobody in my family, that's it. Like, fuck them.
Wow, well, you guys have been amazing, boys. South Trees.
Woo.
Go check them out in November.
We'll see you November 2nd. And if not, said you couldn't be there.
Hey, we're South Trees, and this is Antidote 41, bitches.